you end up playing it later, you always lose value. You should clean these up. Yep. Because you don't want to waste the bleeds on them. I think that's a good trade though, Crimson Curse for Sove. Like I said, this always gets answered. Now he can do Hideous Feast. No reason to play Sword now. This goes up by 1 after you play Feast. Hideous Fist. I do say the words, they be warding.
Don't you pester me.
It doesn't matter what you discard here. You're not catching up. Rogworth doesn't know this, but Lucas is dead on board. Right? Because of the bleed. He's going to lose 2 points here and another 3 points next turn, potentially, or 2. And this is only 9. But I mean, Rogworth has to ask himself, what card could Lucas have? Lucas would have to full leader to catch up. So, do you bother playing Arendite? Probably, since your opponent still has Heatwave. I don't know. Oh, he passes. He does pass. And Lucas is cooked. Oh my god. He's going to have to leader now. That's his only... Because you know the best card your opponent could have would be Gwent. Right? But... Gwent wouldn't have been enough. Let's delete Sam's last message. Loses on even from red, yeah. That is... Was there a situation? I guess if he drew one of these 2 cards and had Gwent as his last card, he gets ahead. That was just a miscalculation by Lucas, I think. What was this?
Hey Mirka, how's it going?
I don't know, Uninspire. Why don't you join next week and show us? Lucas' unfortunate deck choice.
Ice scars? No, they don't hurt.
Why are we playing lemons? Is there another Freya still? Yeah, there is. Plus, like, 8 points is harder to catch up to. So Lucas, he had a choice. He could have caught up if he leader. He decided he'd rather keep leader than an extra card. And I think that was correct. You just play Gwent now and you get ahead.
Last words.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
Hello. If you guys want to see the rest of that, it's on my YouTube. You can always catch the tourney VODs there. I try to post them at the same time. Yes, we are now live officially. We got an exciting tournament today, actually. We have a stacked lineup. We have world champion Miamon, Max Tremere, who is still working on updating their decks. Let me extend the deck deadline for Mr. Slowpoke. All right, you got 8 minutes, Troco. Adept Nurpiesa, Quarim. I think this is Quarim, or is this Kareem? I don't know. I don't know if this is Quarim, Ryehead, or Kareem, or both, or neither. Miamon, aka Viva Enjoyer. Yep. Adept Nurpiesa 2. Wait. Hang on. What is happening? Questions? It's both. Hey, Kawhi, how's it going? You have it? All right, thank you. Make sure the music isn't too loud. That seems fine. How long till first game? Like 7 minutes or so. Depends on how fast your opponent does the ban. It's your gang? Godwin official? Okay, so you guys are adepts of Pahan. I don't know what that means. Our life goal is to snipe Metallic Danny? Okay, I approve. I approve of this. Rog Bros? And then Pahan. Ah, Pahan new piece. I see. You're disciples of Pahan. I get it now. It's Gwanting time. Rishka says, I think it... Oh, wait! Kareem is also playing. Holy shit. Okay, it is both. Actually, Kareem and Quarry. Oh, man. I hope you guys don't play in round 1 against each other. We got Young Face and New Year Beetle. I have a guess as to who that is. I think it might be Beetlegruff CCG. Perhaps. Hey, Pio. Okay. Let me verify all the decks. Everybody has 4 factions. Just a reminder for everyone, this is Conquest format, best of 3, and then the finals are best of 5. So during the regular rounds, there's one deck, and then you have to choose from your 3. You win with a deck, you can't play again with that deck in that series. And we have 11 people, so we're gonna have some buys in round 1. Let's go ahead and activate the bracket and see who's the lucky duckies. Okay, Miamon, and Quarim, Max Tremere, Youngface, and New Year Beetle all get buys. I think we have to watch. I don't know if Aitna is around, but they might want to be observing some games. So I'll add them as a potential observer. Okay, so we'll definitely be watching this game. So round 1, it's Tom Who Laughs versus Pawn, Adept Nurpesa versus Rog Bros, and Kareem versus Adept Nurpesa. Type 1, 2, or 3 for which game you want me to fuck me, I guess. Hey, that's not a winner's mentality. Type 1, 2, or 3 for which game you want us to observe. I see a 2. I see 2 1s. Another 2. A 3. Another 3. Okay, so we got 2 2s, 2 1s, 2 3s, another 2, the tiebreaker. And another 2. Okay. So we're watching. You're the worst. Yes. Yes, you are. Officially the worst. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the tournament. Open deck list. Everything looks good. And start the round. Let's go. So we got Adept Nurpesa versus Rog Bros as the first game of the tournament. So let's see what decks they brought. Wait, which Adept Nurpesa is it? Nurpesa 2. And I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but here we go. And then Rog Bros. So we have Shiru, Guerrilla Tactics with Gezras, Philavandrel, and Aithna. So I think this is Aithna's deck. Aithna Q Dryad. We have a Shoop NG double cross deck. Lirio, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. For those of you who don't know, we have a stack lineup today. We got Miamon, Kareem, Quareem, Rog Bros, Beetlegruff, Max Vermeer, a bunch of Adepts and Pahan, Tom and Youngface. Why is it Russian? Because it says "Are you here?" You can change it to EM, and we'll change it. But that player is Russian. Gwent is a very international game. In fact, I think like a third of the players are Russian, at least. Mr. Lirio in the chat. Hello. So yeah. So this is Shiru Devotion, and then we have NG Shoop with Anna and Abduction. There's also an Asire, so it can be like double Shoop. It's Henry. It's Shoop Henry. Okay. Shoop Henry, or double Shoop Henry. And then we have Self Boon with Draco Turtle, Svalblood, Care Trolled. Okay. This looks like very standard Self Boon with Maxi, 1 Dwim. Whoa, we're already in game 1. Players have done their bans and they are already ready to go. Let me see who banned what. So Rogros' Hidden Cash deck was banned. We saw him actually do really well with this last week. He struggled a little bit with the Arrakis. Looks like the Shiru deck was banned. What was the NR deck? The NR deck is Golden Necker Meave Swarm with Shield Wall, Frigates, and oh my god, Mangonels. Thank you. And then this looks like just standard Symbiosis with Telian. This is the deck that got banned. Poison Golden Necker. This is Arrakis Ragnarug. This is a little different, I think, than the deck he played. I don't remember if Rogros had Ragnarok last week. Maybe tweak the deck a bit. And then we have Assimilate with Leo. And I think he did well with this last week as well. Surprised you brought Rogros back? Yeah. Can also remove language and it changes to yours. I did not know that. So it defaults to whatever your language is. Makes sense. How's it best of 3 with 4 decks? You just, one deck gets banned and you can pick any of the other 3. And then if you win a game, you have one of 2 decks to pick from. Right? The finals is best of 5. It's so you don't get like locked into one deck being forced to play it.
To victory!
So you don't, the series isn't as likely to be decided by your worst deck in a matchup based on what your opponent brought. Or at least that's the idea. Okay, so Nurpesa selected Golden Necker Shield Wall and Rogros selected Assimilate. Anybody know how this matchup usually goes? This is blue coin. There's 2 Siege Masters in hand. That's a big deal. Siri Nova is in hand as well. This is really helpful if you're ever worried about losing that even. We have Dandelion. This is a key card because it builds carryover, and it's not easy for Nilfgaard to answer.
Elegance does draw jealous.
Wow, Elita Charge and Crystal Skull. That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected both. I guess the idea is to make sure it can't be like hit with a Joust and Yoinked or something. Because Dandelion is 2 points a turn of carryover, I believe. So Taurus comes down and puts Spying on 3 cards. That would be Baron, Queen Meve, and Secret Service. Interesting. I guess the Secret Service will help against Marguerite. But notably, high provision cards pick means I think Rogros isn't trying to contest round 1. And that makes sense. If you can't answer Dandelion, like if he had Leo, maybe he stays. But as soon as the Dandelion came on the board and was boosted and leadered and everything, Rogros was always playing 3 cards and passing. I think that is a sound strategy for Assimilate. Player usually gets more points and wins. Wow. We got some big time expertise in the chat. Thank you. Alright, so Calvi will now make sure that Baron and Meve are also near the top. It's going to be like Artad, Leo, Ku, these cards. These are all 9 provision cards, I think.
Don't make me laugh.
And Nerviesa knows a pass is coming. So they're going to try and play Siri Nova, which means they intend to bleed round 2. I don't believe this carries over to the next round, right? It does not have resilience. Oh, interesting. Rogros. Right, yeah, no. Not interesting. He was always playing 3 cards. He has enough tempo so that we don't see a pass. This Shield Wall deck also runs Vanilla Siri. Or is it Siri Dak? Vanilla Siri, yeah. The Vanilla Siri, when you lose a round, it pops back into your hand. So it kind of gives you back a card. If it's on the board and isn't blocked and isn't destroyed. Whoa, we see Lydia come down from Rogros. Ah, but Lydia back row boiling oil. That's got to be a misplay by Adept because now resilience is gone. So that I think that was avoidable with better positioning. And a frigate is committed as well. Not a frigate, a mangonel. Rogros has to pass because it's 9 points to 31, but I think he's very happy with how this round went. I think spending Lydia to deny 8 points of carryover is a good trade. He's got 3 bronzes he can mulligan. Probably keeps the Joust if I had to guess. Joust is very good against Shield Wall. But maybe he also keeps Diplo. I don't think he will. I think he wants, since he created so many golds with Torres, I think he wants all his golds. But we'll see. It's good to have some bronzes against the bleed, but in this situation, I think having played Torres round 1, you have so many good cards you want to play. You do mulligan with Diplo, and that's what we see. So Nerpiesa is going to go first. Probably opens Frigate, if I had to guess, or Witchers. That makes sense. He's still at 7 cards, so technically he hasn't committed to the bleed yet. He does want to bleed with this series, but it's Enslaved 6, so let's have to keep that in mind. But this isn't the kind of carryover you steal, right? Because Rogros has to win this round. Otherwise, he loses the game. Wow. The Secret Service is at 6 power. This is not a soldier, so... In fact, there's no soldiers in hand for crew. Only Meve and Baron would give frigate crew. We see Joust used to get rid of the Griffin Witcher, but I think we're gonna... Oh, Golden Necker, wow. Okay, Onager, and then Vandergrift Blade on nothing. Questionable positioning. I mean, not that it matters because there's no soldiers, but still bothers me.
Impressive.
So Artaud can play a Meve as well, right? Because it's been given spying. Rogros is down 26 points. Was Golden Necker in this click? I don't think so. I don't know. It was a little early, right? And he knew those were the specials in Artifact he was going to get. Those were guaranteed. So Leo comes down, answers the frigate, tries to get ahead on, get closer on tempo. Now he just needs 13 points.
For honor. And for coin.
Comes a Griffin Witcher. Rockboros can leader and then drop Anna. And that's what we see.
Perhaps it would be best if we went out for a bit of air. Speak your mind. To the
Doesn't
point.
get ahead, but he's very close. And he's he's perfectly happy to go to an 8-card round 3 with like all of his best cards. We should see a leader here on Anna, and we do. She is now a 2-point a turn engine. This might be when we see Vigo get played. In fact, it is. He gets Sergeant, Turncoat, and Emissary. I think those are the only bronzes in his deck. Runs units, rather. And it's a Sergeant. So Vigo comes down for 11 tempo. This is another point. He can now coup the Onager to get rid of it. And I think this is when we'll see Ciri come down, right? Either that or Marguerite. Sangreal's an option. Okay, I just listed all 3 cards that are in his hand. He's also ahead. He can pass right now because he's getting 2 points.
Trust you.
But there we see Marguerite come down, but no click. We're not locking the Vigo. That is very interesting. Are we saving it for Meve or something? This Griffin Witcher is going to ping for 3. Has a 1 in 5 chance of not hitting a shield. Or sorry, 1 in 5 chance of hitting a shield. And then next turn, Rogros can purify it with the Secret Service and get another 3 points. Plus 1 point from the Onager. So he does not low roll, and right now Rogros is actually ahead with an extra card. Marguerite is then locking the Secret Service. Makes sense. So now Rog can either play Baron or Stefan, I think. He probably keeps Artaud. Alright, here comes Ciri. Rog does have Leader. Leader has synergy with the Onager, but I don't think it's going to get played here. So, Adept will get their card back, most likely. Like, I don't see this getting removed. And I don't think he's going to yoink it. Would Baron be enough? Two points next turn, so 35. He needs 10. I think Baron on Siri is enough. One leader, and then he puts it on Anna. Resets Anna's power, so Anna's now 1 point a turn. Plus, it's got a bleed on it, which doesn't really matter. Okay. Sangreal, but no shield wall. So, oh, but Purify. Sangreal with Purify. Okay, so Adept goes basically for the most points they can get, trying to trade 2 cards. Most likely, Skellen should be enough, right? This is 12 plus 4. 16, yeah. Skellen is definitely enough. But our Todd into Baron is also enough.
Oh, bless this cold.
Could have killed Arceus with Siri. Yeah, maybe that was the better play than locking it. And then you lock the Vigo. But now it's a 4-card round 3. And on one side we have Baron, Meave, Frigate, and Siri. This is still potentially 9 points. On this side we have Artaud, Ku, Sergeant, and Meave. And there's no leader charges for Adept, but Rogros has 2 leader charges left. So this is looking very good for Rogros. He's going to open with Artaud into Meave. Deciding, but he's not really deciding. He's going to play Meave. Hey, Liquid. No, you missed the deadline by about 20 minutes. I hope you can make it next week. It'll be same time. Good to keep Ku. Since you know your opponent has these 2 cards that you've given Spying to, yes, I think it's good to keep it. Because you'd be trading it for like a remedy, right? And I think Ku's going to play for more points than a remedy.
It's war you want, then war you shall have.
So I think these Meaves are both going to proc.
For the north!
And I think you just play Sergeant now. I don't think you play Ku yet. Because I think Baron is better?
Respectfully speaking,
Because Baron doesn't have armor.
What Uppo feels for this. He disgusts me as a
Hey Osman, how's it going? Yeah.
Yield and save me some time.
Oh, well, it's going to be Ku on Meave. Still 8 points.
Will bring a better day.
49 points to 23. Baron's not going to be enough. Oh wow, it was actually very close. It was a 4-point game. So maybe a couple leader charges would have been. I guess 2 leader would have been a tie, but still. So Adept is down 1-0 against Rogros. Double crosses through. So Rogros will be blue. He can play his Arendite Portal Araka deck, or he can play Symbiosis. Hey Echo, how's it going? Red Coin and Slay was always going through? Probably, especially against like decks with good bronzes. And Rogros also got Torres in round 1. Like that was kind of key, right? Because sometimes you can abuse Enslave by not giving them good bronzes to copy and like keeping your good golds till the very end, so that the enemies kind of forced to play their cards in suboptimal sequence when it comes to getting max points from Assimilate. But that game, that was definitely not the case. So Rogros is going to play Arrakis. This is an Erendite deck, so naturally it does like blue coin. He's still running Ceremonial Dagger like he was last week, and he's actually against Svalblood. So this has got to be a good matchup for Adept, because I think it's a good matchup for them. Red coin Self Wound against Arrakis. We see a Fiend opener. We're probably going to see Portal next. Might be overkill, but also you kind of want to... I don't know. Like, it's good to thin with this deck, right? You still have Mamoon. Wait, there's no Mamuna. This doesn't run Mamuna. It just runs Ragnarok instead of Mamuna. Okay, interesting. There's also an Ethereal Behemoth. Wait, how did he kill it? Oh, Stratagem. Stratagem with Natural Selection. So Stratagem did 3 damage and Natural Selection did 4. That's 7. Which is what you need to do to kill an Armored Drakkar, because when it loses armor, it gets boosted by 1. So you need 7 points of damage if you can't do 6 all at once. Here's where we'll find out if Adept wants to be annoying. If they play Maxi, it means they're leaving, but no. It looks like they want to be annoying, as in they want to fight for the round. So they drop Olgierd Immortal. Canute is coming. That's going to be a 5-point a turn combo, although that assumes that there are things with 5 power on the opponent's side of the board to hit. That Fiend is there, but I think now Canute plus Olgierd should see a Portal response. This Lemons is also very good in this matchup because it's not easy for Self Wound to answer 6 damage, to do 6 damage right off the bat. Oh, we're going to see Hive Mind instead. The Rogros goes for Hive Mind rather than Portal. Gets the Kikimor Warrior out. It's interesting to me. Well, Squirrel's going to answer Hive Mind immediately. That these 2 leader charges were not used last turn, so because of that, Kikimor Warrior will at least get 1 turn of value. So that Hive Mind ends up playing for 8 points. And then a Hideous Feast protects the Kikimor Warrior from getting removed instantly. I mean, you could use a Mardrome to kill it. And that's exactly what Adept does. Currently ahead on even. Rogros still hasn't played Portal. He just plays Erendite to remove the Canute and get ahead. He is being very stingy with his key. He wants to use these to bleed, I think. And it makes sense because in this version you don't have Mamuna, so you kind of need Portal to push. Against Self Wound anyway. So Maxi is the response from Adept. Did I join the gods on Mount Low? Why did you say that? I took a shower for the first time in the month. Maybe that's why. Hey, Russ Malt, how's it going? What's my favorite card art? I am partial to Ruin and Caranthir. But there's a lot of cards with really good art. So Sigdrifas is used to get the Canute back out. And now Rog is in trouble. Yes, the Canute is gone, but he's going to lose on even. So he's forced to play Portal, and he's going to have to leader once. But he doesn't have another card he can play. And Svalblood is coming. Surely. Nope, just the second Mardrome. And 2 more leader charges. Are we trading lemons? Looks like we are. Should probably get rid of a Mardro. That's another 5 points. And then Bride for another Mardro. So, I mean, this is a commitment from Adept, but he still has Sigvald and Cairtrold and Svalblood. Like, and Ragros is getting 8 more points. But that's not enough to get ahead. Like, this will be Crimson Curse, but now you're wishing you'd played Crimson Curse earlier. This is not a fun place to be if you're Ragros. You can't even play this back row because it would block your portal. Oh shit, Adept actually full leaders. Okay. The Ragros is actually fine with that, I think. Like, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. He lost uneven, but his opponent used Sigdrifa and Canute and Bride and both Mardromes. Without Mardromes, Sigvald isn't as scary because Cairtrold won't have a tall target to match against. Right? And there's no Canute either. You can't use Cairtrold to hit a friendly unit, right? Like, Sigvald plus Draco Turtle is 1,000,000 points. So, Adept passes, goes for the double last say. Double last say with Sigvald and Svalbard. Okay, no, this is... I'm coping. I'm coping. These non-Tattering Arakas decks are harder to play than they seem, yes. I think this matchup was always kind of doomed, but yeah, I think there are different lines to pursue. It's just Hive Mind gets hard countered by Squirrel, and without a way to answer Canute easily, like that Canute Old Geared combo played for so many points and just shut everything down. Oh my god, Rogwarts has to open with Crimson Curse? There's no way that's correct. I refuse. It was... I mean, he also has Ragnarok, which kind of conflicts with Crimson Curse. But he didn't... Yeah, I guess maybe that's why he needed to save these 2 golds for his Crimson Curse. For his Ragnarok, sorry. But I mean... Like, what do? You have Erendite, you have Spore. This is so sad. This is so tragic. Also, he probably should have Crimson Curse back row. Just because he knew Avalok was going to go back row. I'm sure this draw would have gone front, though, if he did. This is... I mean, Ethereal will get some value. No, never mind. Never mind. He even has Vildkarl. He has Oniro for Cairtroll. Like, yeah, he doesn't have Totem, but he doesn't need Totem. He's got Dwim. This is just... Yeah, okay. Rockruss says, get me out. Get me out of here. Get me out of this game. Go next. Awful compared to the standard version. So many anti-synergies? I mean, the only anti-synergy you can argue is Crimson Curse and Ragnarok. But I think with like how many nerfs, like the deck got a provision nerf when Erendite got nerfed by 1 and Hivemind got nerfed by 1 as well. So his idea was to cut Griffins to make it work. He's drunk? I don't think he's drunk. You guys. It's just a really bad matchup. Like, but Symbiosis was equally bad. Like, Self Moon always gets through against Rogros' lineup. So, like, it's not like he had another deck that was, like, really good into bears. into bear guy. Chat acting like there was a lot of good options for Rogros. There just wasn't. He fit in Ethereal and Behemoth. Yeah, instead of Mamuna. But you can see that like on other matchups it would actually be really strong, right? Because Kikimore Worker needs an answer and Ethereal needs an answer. Sorry, Warrior. And Stalker needs an answer. He's also has like Riptide, which he didn't draw. Alright. The King of Cuddles versus Vilkarl. The final game. Yeah, I think what I have learned from playing those Arrakis like Crimson decks, Portal decks, is you want to play Portal as soon as. That's the main reason I don't like the not having Mamuna, because like you can't bleed and you want to bleed with an Aranite. I guess you can always bleed with Ethereal and Behemoth, but is just Crimson Curse you want to play as soon as you can. And it gives you a good pass. Oh, and now we see another wholesome, my favorite faction, the Sangreal Abuse, Golden Necker. Where's the Griffin Witcher? Griffin Witcher's coming down. It's gonna get Crystal Skull. Let's see it. Let the toxicity flow through you. You guys remember when this was 4 provisions? I remember. What a time to be alive. Okay, so we're saving the Griffin Witcher. I mean, that seems questionable because it's really good with Veil. But at the same time, Onager would get answered if you don't give it Crystal Skull. So that, I kind of see it now. This deck only has 1 artifact, so this is a brick. Symbiosis from Red, and we're playing Harvest. So it seems like Rog isn't going to challenge this round. He doesn't have... Wait, where's that? Where's the Naiad lady? He cut Aquin? Oh my god. What? Okay, Rogbros out there cooking like avant-garde dishes. The mad scientist cut Aquin. How does this work? 100 could be 7 provisions. I think it's fine where it is now. It's like significant investment to put it in your deck. Golden Necker decks can afford it because, you know, they don't play high provision gold. But fitting Onager in like a stockpile deck is really hard. People usually run like 1. So I think it's fine where it is. It's 4 power. Like, this is only surviving here because of Crystal Skull. But it's 36 points to 6 now, so we can see why Rogros didn't really want to engage in the round. Doesn't have any engines on the board other than 1 Harmony. The Symbiosis was removed. So I don't see a problem with him passing here. Yes, there will be a Siri on the board, but it's, you know, it's going to be a long round. And I don't think there's anything in Adept's deck that can answer these Hamadryads. What are we doing? I mean, Adept can just pass, no? He's not passing.
Knights get princesses
All right,
and we get
Griffin Witcher
wives.
comes down. Okay.
Bloody Striegers.
Now it's a 31-point lead, and I don't think Rogros is making 31 points in 2 cards. Honestly, the 13th provisions. Chad is on a warpath. It was 4 provisions, yep. It was 4 provisions, sack, dude. Insanity.
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
And it triggers like off of like using your stratagem and clicking vial and your leader charges and like indeed, Skiko. Well, except for you. But it's kind of interesting. This is the first game of the tournament, and it's 1-1 right now. So Rogros is playing Symbiosis without Aquid. And Adept is playing Shield Wall. He has a Dandelion on the board now, and Bleeding with Siri Nova carryover. So it's going to be interesting how Rogros deals with this. This Hamadryad, I don't think can be countered.
The wonders of projectiles and ranged weaponry.
Adept has 2 Boiling Oils and a Vandergrift Blade in the deck, so he will be getting, with Golden Necker, will be getting 10 damage, but he doesn't have Golden Necker right now. So I guess his plan is to bleed and then try to win a short round. There's the second Rebuke. Answers the second Griffin Witcher. Rogros has 2 locks in his deck, but... Wait. No buts. Both Secret Service are gone. Oh! Okay. I really actually like Rogros' chances. The only question for Rogros right now, I think, is does he play the second Hamadryad first? I guess the answer is yes.
I was born.
Opponents obviously intent on bleeding. You don't play Frigate and Pass ever. So it's good to set up your second Symbiosis engine, and then I think we're going to see Tempest next. And that should put out enough points to get some Rogros comfortable in the round. This is not a soldier, so this Karak Frigate isn't really excited. We could see Meave come down and then click.
I hope we can trust you.
Nope. Instead, we see Marguerite on the Hamadryad. We could see Call the Forest into Fog, into Dryad's Caress to purify this. But then you might miss Telian or Simlis or Gord or Isengrim. Okay. That is what we see. We're going to get the Purify. I mean, it's going to thin, and he's going to thin 2 more when he plays Tempest. But he should be fine. In fact, that gets Rogros ahead. So Meave comes down. And I think maybe right now Adept is wishing he played Meave a turn sooner. Not sure. This is Inspired, so it does reduce Meave's cooldown by 1. But here comes the first lock. Locking and moving Meave. So even a Sangreal won't give him back crew. But he does have leader charges still, so he can Sangreal. He's deciding what to boost. He's getting a lot of carryover. With this Dandelion just being on the board. He's getting 2 points a turn. So it makes sense for him to stay in the round. He also has Siri, which Rogros has a Morin in hand for. I mean, Adept doesn't know that.
Yield and
Hey,
save me
Bretko.
some time.
See new participants? Yeah. Yeah, Meave got reworked to get the on deploy timer reduction, and then the council, I think, to do supervision. I'm not 100% sure about that. So there's Tempest. And right now, Adept can pass and get their card back. So Rogros really wanted to do the thinning. If you wanted to shorten the round, you could play Morin here and lock Siri, and it like pays for itself, kind of, right? Okay, this isn't great, but at least it's in our hand. So Rogros mulligans the Simless so that Telian... Whew! Nope. Dodges a bullet. But he does miss Gort and Isengrim. All in all, I think this is about as good an outcome as you can expect. I don't think the Seer ever survives. So what is Telian going to be putting back in the deck? And yeah, Adept does draw the Golden Necker.
We must banish her. I see no other path, sire.
But we're going to see Golden Necker here because 5 and 5, I think. I mean, you need to answer the Elven Seer. This Baron. Baron's going to go range row and just chill. Boiling Oil answers one engine. Vandergrift Blade answers another engine. Rogros is just going to play Geralt of Rivia and get rid of Baron, I think. Then that also gives Rogros a card to Telian. Maybe locking the Reinforced Ballista is actually correct too. Wait, no, what? Locking the Baron. Okay. So then Geralt will be used to kill the Onager. I guess Rogros figures that one of the cards left is Onager or Anna, and that they would be good removal targets. I suppose Anna is actually more points than an Onager at this point. Because this is like plus 2 or 3 points at most of engine value. Oh, Sangreal, right. Right, he has to save Geralt for Sangreal. You guys are correct. Never mind. I wasn't thinking about that. So he has to save it. The problem is Sangreal will purify the Baron, and the Baron will get clicked on Equinox. So
with no sense would trust the word of a twat.
this is a lot of points. I don't think Rogros is catching up. Yeah, and Sangreal can be played last, is the other problem. Adept has last say, so I think he has to play the Geralt on the Baron.
Pride is all we've left.
You are correct, never listen to chat. Also a good point that he doesn't really miss Gord. He could play Call of the Forest from...
Here's to sharp wood, but the
From
pain's
Philipandrel.
better for soul.
55 to 44, but this is a lot of points. Go ahead and click Tillien.
You've talked enough.
Okay, here comes the backup plan. Gonna be half elf hunter, 6 points. And this is 6 also, but like taller, I guess. So you know opponent's last card is Sangreal.
Slaughter them to a man!
That's actually very good. I didn't think about that. Moving the Anna, and then
Any last words?
yeah, get rid of the Baron. It's not going to be enough points. This is 12, and that is 2 plus 1, 3. Yeah, and Rogros wins the series 55 to 51. 3-2. Or sorry, 2-1. And advances to the next round. Let's go. A very close series. Okay. So, I guess Kareem got a technical win against the other adept. They didn't show up. So Kareem will be playing against Rock Bros. Is Ithne around still? If anybody wants to observe games and stream it, I can add you. But we're going to go to round 2, where we're going to be watching Miamon versus Kareem. There's also going to be Max Tremere against Pahan, Rogros versus Kareem, and Youngface versus New Year Beetle. Bit confused why he didn't Geralt Anna right away. Well, that Baron, if that Baron got Sangreal'd, it was going to be a lot of points, right? Okay, so let's see what decks did Miamon and Kareem bring. So Miamon brought Off the Books with King of Beggars, Acherontia, and Savola. So this is a very classic Miamon. Wait, one with only one Oxenford card. I guess since it got nerfed, he can only fit one. His other card is a Jackal. Also, there's a few poisons here. Sesame's 2 Shady Vendors. There's a Furco. We've seen Miamon play this deck a lot. In fact, popularized it. And then we have Temple Drog with Ada, Devotion. We have Golden Necker, Master of Puppets. This is a 7-head deck. Like, it's always fun watching Miamon play it. It runs 2 Peter's filters. And then Warriors with Seagulls and Abordage. Feral Bond. So very expected, I would say, the decks that we see from Miamon. So what did Kareem bring? We see Royal Inspiration. So this is just standard Blue Coin Knights with Erendite. We see Thrive Ogroids. The Thrive scenario with Eskel, Heatwave, and King Chrome. And then Elves with Heist. Oh, interesting. Okay. Stinky Situation, Yorvith. And finally, we have Self-Wound with Artists. Okay. Okay. This is... Well, hello. This is going to be interesting. Both guys came to play. I have no idea. Like, okay, so Quarrying bans off the books and Miamon bans Self-Wound. That makes sense. This was probably the one deck that Miamon was scared of the most with his lineup. Wonder what this like NR matchup would be. Temple versus Scenario Knights. I can't wait. This is so hype. Okay. What's it gonna be? We're waiting to see what the coins are. So Quarim is blue coin twice, and Miamon is red coin twice. Game 1, from blue coin, Quarim will probably play Knights. Knights is good into Warriors. Probably not good into Tucson. I don't think. I don't know. Yo, Lightheart, how's it going? And our solitaire mirror feel like the old days. Yeah. I don't know. Miamon's deck is spicy though, because it's got Drog and Temple. You never know what you're gonna get. Temple, by the way, 17 provisions now. Insane. Still very strong. Still play. We're gonna need some extra energy for this game, guys. So players are deciding what to queue. That's what's going on right now. some math time calculations are happening. Like, if he plays that and I play this, what happens? If I play like there's always some sort of prediction and then like countering the opponent's prediction kind of stuff happening. So this deck is gone. The Syndicate deck is gone. And the Artist's Alchemy deck or Self-Wound deck is gone. So we got this high stack, Ogoroids, and these Knights. This Ogoroid deck has 2 Cyclops, a Riptide, a Heatwave, and an Escort in terms of control. Oh, thank you, Shivers. I'm glad you enjoyed them on YouTube.
You'll receive no mercy.
Yeah, I edited and posted last week's VOD yesterday. Sorry for the delay, but it's there. I even cut out some of the empty parts this time. So hopefully it's a better viewing experience. Imagine editing your videos before posting them on YouTube. Okay, so Quarium actually is going to queue with Elves, and Miamon chose Toussaint. So this deck, for those who don't know, it runs Mata, Golden Necker, Asire, and Alyssa. So in theory, you could play like 3 Golden Neckers. Quarium opens with Yorvet's Gambit. We actually don't know what these cards are. I wasn't looking.
Save me some time.
So one was Incinerating Trap. Miamon played Siri Nova to try and deny that damage. And we see Curse Scroll used to grab Heist. They're kind of going uninteractive. This isn't Serpent Trap or Pitfall. What is this? Anybody see it? So Miyamoto plays Difficulty Knight doesn't boost an enemy unit because no enemy units exist. So I've seen Miyamoto put Buhurt back in the deck, Golden Necker back in the deck, both, neither. There's synergy between Milton and Sangreal. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? Oh my god. I guess Ouija's here. Hi, Ouija.
Oh, how so very unfortunate.
Now we're getting flashbang.
Capybara, 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 capybara. Target acquired.
That reminded me to update the score. Thank you, Ouija. Appreciate it. Alert, alert, alert.
War criminal. That's
So
what they
Angus. A Rhyhead Saboteur was played. Assassination was the response. Miyamoto is trying to commit the least amount possible.
We all make sacrifices. The impact of our cause.
Currently ahead by quite a few points. Removes the Angus so that Cargo can't replay the Angus. Makes sense. And that's actually the only carryover abuse card that Quarium has on this deck. Since there's no Vanadane. Miyamoto is very happy that he had an answer for that. We see an Archer come down and remove False Siri, so that's a nice little counter. And Archer is also potentially a cargo target, although unlikely in this matchup. Quarium is getting 4 points a turn, right? So he's actually at 17. Ouija got timed out for 60 seconds. And now we see Golden Necker for the first time use. Guillaume comes down on the board. We have Diplo, which gives a trap, or Dryad Matron. What will Miyamon's choice be? There's also an Enchantress. And then finally we have a Petrie's Filter. Miyamon is doing the thinking. Goes for the Matron, and the Matron will play for 5 points.
One more feather and one.
Petrie's Filter boosts the Guillaume to 10 and now 11. From the Matron, we have 32 to 17 points. But on the other side, Quarium does have 3 cargo. What will be his response? He can play Reordain to play a trap, maybe Crushing, and then maybe a bronze. This Guillaume can, if it hits 14, can steal a status. But that's not really relevant here. It's the main use of Guillaume that I've seen is when you play Milton first and then you play Guillaume. But this time it was just played from Golden Necker. We have a Purify come down for Quarium. Miyamon has a pass. If he wants a long round, he gets it. Because he's ahead right now and he has an extra card. So Quarium would have to go down to 3 and then Miyamon would get last say. So this heist is currently played for 0 points. Right? You don't want to play it on the Archer. And I mean, this Yorvet's kind of a brick. You don't really want to replay Archer. It's minus 4 points. It's very awkward. But Quarium is getting 4 points a turn. So here we see Milton come down, setting up a potential Sangreal follow-up. It's a 9 power. Miyamon's also playing around Serpent Trap. Yorvith can pick up the Incinerating and then replay it. I mean, that would be 10 tempo, plus another 5 if Miyamon plays a unit. A non-neutral agent, bandit, or soldier that wasn't played. So you can't replay a doomed card because a doomed card disappears when you leave the board. Okay, so Miyamon passes and Quarim actually just takes the loss uneven. Which isn't all that unusual for a cargo deck. So, like, you can, but you never would. Hey, Ash. Doesn't the heist just hard counter Mia? Not really. Like, the issue is, as long as you have a bronze unit that Miyamon can boost, he can then steal it. That's kind of the central part of this matchup, I think. It's incinerating? I think it is. So what did Mia put back? Mia put Golden Necker back in the deck. So now he has it available. Because he has Mana and Arcane Tome, he's guaranteed to get it again. He could even play 2 Golden Neckers in round 2. So I think that a big part of heist in this deck is for Eldain synergy. But he would have liked to have played Angus. Like he would have liked for Angus to have stuck round 1 so he could replay it. But at 5 power, he got assassinated. A mega boosted token getting deleted is good. Okay, yeah, you guys are all making good points. It's triple Golden Necker. It can be, but I've seen him use like a Sire or also to put back a Boohert. Sometimes, depending on the situation, you want another special one there. That's actually really good for Miyamon. Like, he played a card, and he got Pitfall and Deception. And it was a card he wanted to play anyway. That went really well. Why didn't... why not just play Yorvith there instead of Pitfall? Incinerating Traps are gone. Pitfall is gone. How do you answer Master of Puppets? Like, you answer one of them with a lock. Miyamon's not going to put it on the back on the back row. It's going to be on the front row.
Praise be to the great sun!
Okay. So Kawe is trying to go uninteractive, but like Miyamon has double last say is the problem. It's very hard to mess with Toussaint's ability to boost your units when they have double last say. Because like even if you just play nothing but Eldain at the end, once you do, they have 2 turns to do whatever they want. And so now we see Miyamon drop the Mana. He's going to draw the Golden Necker. Quarim gets a Dolbathon, a Bowman. Golden Necker now in hand for Miyamon. Miyamon at 7 cards. Quarim at 6. We got 3 cargo on the board, 3 leader charges. Toussaint has 1 leader charge. But of course, Quarim is going to continue being uninteractive. Puts the Saboteur in the bin. says, get out of here. I'm not putting you on the board. Trying to make things as awkward as possible for Miyamoto. Miyamoto, of course, has some options. He's got Biko, he's got 2 Masters of Puppets, and not a lot of control in Aquarium's hand. But we'll see. What does Miyamoto do? He's going to play a Sire
I shall do as you command.
and puts Milton back in the deck. So now Milton Sangreal is a big possibility. Also have to remember there's Royal Decree and Palmerin. So Golden Necker will play 3 cards. Royal Decree and Palmerin play another 2. That's 5. And then, of course, Arcane Tome will have to play a special as well. That's 6. So Miyamon's going to thin to 1 after everything. And he's already put 2 cards back in his deck. We see CRN get played early.
Encore!
And then Miyamon says, oh, you've used your lock? Okay. I'm just going to drop a Master of Puppets. Thank you. But wait. Cargo can be used to lock this again. So maybe that's what was happening there. Is this Yorvet's Gambit bricked? No, there's a Crushing Trap and a Serpent Trap. First, Reordain has to be played.
Don't hesitate. They're just humans.
Why didn't we replay the CRN first, and then we could get a unit from our Reordain? We have enough units. So now this Serpent Trap is actually a dedicated Master Puppet killer. Interesting. There were 2 answers to Puppet Shitters, now it's just 1? Well, technically there's 3 more answers, right? Or if you count the Yorvith.
Interesting choice.
Most apologies, gentlemen, sir.
So Miyamon Vilgefortzes the Reordain to try and prevent that from getting replayed. But Quarium was kind of bluffing. He didn't actually have 3 traps. He has to use Cargo now, right? I guess he doesn't, because he has Eldain. Alright, here comes the second Master of Puppets, which will also get... Yorveth's going to answer it. The problem is, Vigo can also create a 1-power Master of Puppets. That's really Miyamon's ace in the hole. Now Serpent is 50 feet. That's true. How did... Oh, because he hit the Mata with this? This is intense. I mean, not giving yourself bronze units is only a good strategy if you can deny all bronze units. As long as you have 1 bronze unit, then Miyamon can do what he needs to. So we see Yorveth come down to replay the Serpent Trap. And now Miyamon could play Vigo, but he's not gonna. He's gonna wait till Quarium's done, and then he'll play Vigo as his second to last card. And wins even with that puppet nonsense? Yeah. So, like, his deck isn't a gimmick where you just have Master of Puppets. He also has other sources of points, and he makes you try and choose what to deal with. And you deal with one, and then you have to deal with the other. This Sangreal is like playing for 0 points, but it's just Miamon playing a card. He could have just dropped the tome and not clicked it. But by playing the Sangreal, he guarantees that his Golden Necker would give him a reaver. So here we see Quarium plays Eldanes at 54 points. And Miamon is actually like minus 12 here, right? So he's really at 19. But he's got Pitry's Filter. Oh, he can lock. Okay, so this played for 50. The Sangreal actually paid for points. I hadn't even thought of that. That's why he Sangreal'd his own unit, because he had a lock. That's another cool little play. So you don't even need Milton for Sangreal to get value necessarily. So Miamon's already ahead. He could even play like a Nilf Knight and win. Yeah, Quarium does. But Vigo was going to play a 1-power Master of Puppets and then yoink. He was going to get Zeal with Petrus Filter and then yoink the 10-power token. You could also lock the Infuse with Vigo. Yeah, but usually with Vigo there, you're going to play... you were playing a Master of Puppet. It's still more points that way. Like, the way Miamon plays this deck, there's so many different lines, but he has full control. Like, there's a lot of, because he has so many tutors, and then he has things of 2 cards that put cards back in his deck. He kind of gets to, like, write his own rules almost. Is in tournament mode. You already played Chinese Open today? Yeah, I was watching that. I linked him to tournament. He's like, okay, I play. But I think this deck was always getting through against this lineup. So I don't necessarily think Quarium is done. Nilfgaard is out, so now it's Temple Drog and Warriors versus this lineup. Warriors can deal with elves easily. I think. At least it can deal with cargo easily, because it can remove the cargo targets. I don't know. Maybe that is a good matchup. I don't know how Ogres does against Warriors. We'll have to see.
Onward! Attack!
Miamon also was one of the people that made cultists competitive. He made aristocrats competitive too. Okay, so no temple for Miamon in round 1, and he is blue coin. He does have Kimbolt, Ada in hand. What's happening? Is he gonna open with Kimbolt? Yeah. And then he clicks the Lamp Gen and he pulls a Squire. Says, good luck with your Riptide. It's a 50-50. I think you still Riptide here anyway, because then next turn you can Cyclops the Riptide. But Quarium doesn't think that's the play. He's going to drop and raid Cyclops.
I pass on every 10th round.
Kimbolt starts doing his thing. Both Reinforced Ballista are now out. Five would pull out a Karak Marine. There's a Cyclops. So he does finally answer the Kimbolt, but like there's 18 points on the board now for 5.
Axe or mace, sir?
So Miyaman just pings twice. Makes it so this other Cyclops can't actually remove any threats. How come it always draws both team matches at the same time? It's called skill. It's called skill. And Skiko has none. I remember Gwent Masters where his opponent wouldn't play bronze units anymore and he would build any gold unit. Yep. Yep, that's a big reason why that deck plays Vilgefortz, actually. So here comes Vandergrift. And it's an infused Vandergrift. Thrive unit gets answered. And Miyaman actually clicks the second Siege Master, but so far hasn't clicked the Squire yet. Okay, he clicks the Squire. That tells you Miyaman is out of the round. He says, I'm leaving. Heat Wave on the Vandergrift, to be expected. So I think Miyaman passes here. Because King Crumb isn't enough to get there in one turn. Like, the biggest threat against Ogoroids is... excuse me, they play King Crumb after you pass, and then you have to deal with the bleed where opponent starts with 19 extra points. Okay, he is gonna play. And then Pincer to grab Temple. Okay, but he's not gonna play a unit. Like, he clicked this, so... What's it gonna be? Kira, Henselt, and Archgriffin. Not the greatest choices. Baron, another Archgriffin, and Visigoth. And what were the selections? So, Bohold, Henselt, and Bloody Baron. Quarame is gonna play Jotun, so the next turn he can play King Crumb. Miyaman does not want to click Temple right now, right? He wants to go next round and click it then. He also doesn't want to play a unit because it would get the infusion, except he does play a unit. I don't know what I'm talking about. Here comes Riptide to answer the Redanian Knight. I think Quarame is overall happy with how this round went. Because he still gets to do what he wanted to do.
Blood alone can my maid's honor unbesmirched.
And Miyaman is sacrificing the carryover from Temple to stay in this round. And Quarame has to know that there's no answer now to his King Crumb other than these two pings, right? But he's still not going to play it early. He says, I don't mind. I'm here all day. I will wait you out. He keeps the option of passing too. And just playing King Crumb next round. Will Miyaman play another card? These all have synergy with each other. And Miyaman only has one leader charge left. I'm not sure. Boiling oil is a threat, that's true. But if they play King Crumb and you play 5 tempo boil or 7 tempo boiling oil, I guess 9 tempo, are you happy? You're probably not. This seems like a much better solution. Grabbing Bloody Baron. But the temple carryover is now gone. But so is Riptide, which makes it easier to stick these cards. There's still a Cyclops. Quarame also has Scenario in this deck. He just hasn't drawn it. He needs to find his skill and his talent. Well, that's not it. That's not the card you want. Ice Giant is very sad. That being said, I think Miamon always takes the long round here. Yeah, so Aquarium's just going to drop the Ice Giant and go next round. If you are to play the first Rome Temple, wouldn't you want to play it earlier? I think Miamon was considering, like, saving leader charges for the next round. Or you play Temple and you don't do the click, but then Aquarium kind of forced his hand. Still no scenario for Quarim. This is actually tragic. He can't mulligan the Fuka because it's one of his 2 Thrive cards. He has to mulligan the Ghoul. He decided to just keep it. He says, I don't need scenario. Scenario's a crutch. This boxing is going to kill one of the Neckers. Oh no. So Miamon now has Ada and a 5-point a turn engine. 6-point a turn, sorry. Okay, just leader this Necker and kill the Lubberkin already, for Christ's sake. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. You just can't let that Lubber, like... He didn't have a choice there. But I just don't see Aquarium having enough points to deal with this. What's left, because... Like, between Henselt, AA...
One piece.
And then, like, PFI, Karak Marines, another PFI, or Boholt. Like, yeah, there comes Boholt. Put the Marine back. And he's going to get a Drog. I guess it's lucky for Quarim that the Soldier went back row. It's 1 less point for Miamon, but...
The stink of brain.
Why not front row? Oh, on its row. Okay, it still works.
Sure, no problem.
So Eskel to remove the Boholt. Honestly makes sense. This Henselt is a 1-point a turn engine right now. But together with this, it played for 12. This is just PFI, isn't it? What's the, No, Drog first. Right, because this Drog lives, he knows it's safe. So he plays the Drog first, gets the 7 points, and then next turn when he transforms, Adult procs again. This is the saddest Ozril in the history of Ozrils, had to eat a Riptide, which was 9 points. So the Ghoul actually played for more points than an Ozril. And now Drog will transform. Just milking as many points as possible from this Ada. With that sequencing. And those little points add up. So Quarrium uses leader charges to try and deny Revenant value. But Miyamoto knows his Enseus is safe, so he just drops it back row.
We retreat behind someone to refresh.
There's no reason for him to spend these. He's gonna get another 4 points on Ada. If he AAs the Marine, I think it's more points than a Curse Knight. 82 to 68.
For this most beautiful of maidens, I shall
So AA to Marine is 15 points. And there's this Enseus and so on and so forth. And Quarrium resigns. So Miyamoto takes the series 2-0, advances to the semifinals. Wait, when is the AFCON finals? Does it happen already? So it looks like Kareem beat Rogros 2-0. See if we can get into this game. I think Miyamoto is streaming, right? Yeah, Miyamoto is streaming. So I'm gonna observe the Kareem Youngface game. If you guys want to see the Miyamoto game, you can always see it on his channel in the semifinals. But right now, Max Tremere is playing against Pahan, and if Pahan wins game 2, then we get to watch game 3. Hello, Witcher. Lilith. Okay. Hi, Luigi. Thank you for the falling pipe. Appreciate it. This is a business app. Oh my god. I apologize. But we gotta keep the lights on somehow. Got two. I wonder what happened there. Well, you know, Kareem's a former pro player as well, right? Both of these guys are. Those are the best things you ever put in the stream. Glad you enjoy it. What did Kareem bring? Let's take a look at his decks. So he brought an Ale Alchemy deck with Otkel and Getty. He brought Golden Necker Relics with Lesser Witch, which are now 6 power for 5 provisions. No Last Wish. Just be good at the game. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is the Alchemy Getty. We don't see the decks on. What do you mean? They're right there. Thank you. Toussaint. Hefty Helga Toussaint. Interesting. Oh, this is Rot Tosser's Hefty Helga. So this is the machines deck, the Combat Engineer deck. Where deck's at? Exclamation bracket. Sorry, exclamation 30. My bad. And then Hidden Cache Azar with Igor. House. Oh! Forgotten Treasures. Do you want me to put up the soccer stream? Sam, no. No. Do you see who's in the tournament today, Sam? Do you see? Oh, in case I want to watch? Oh, gotcha. Thank you. I am curious what the score is, actually. Hold on. Let me peek. Sam's neighborhood team is playing in the African Cup finals. So we're keeping an eye on that. It's currently... I won't spoil it. For anyone who wants to. If you pull that here, definitely getting banned? Nah. I have the tech, Sam. I have tech. So... this game is still going. Alright, Kareem brought, yes, Golden Neck Relics, Toussaint, Helga Rot Tossers, and then what's his last deck? His last deck is Forgotten Treasures, Novigrad. Okay. Looks like Max Tremere versus Fahan is actually 1-1, so we're going to watch the third game of that series. If anybody wants to watch the soccer game, you can... I heard a rumor that you can watch it in my Discord. I can't really comment on whether or not that's true. There may or may not be someone... Stop saying soccer. Then I said, hey, Mr. Mosh, do you prefer CM on position 5? Or do you think Warlock is better in this meta? What game are we talking about? Streamathon to shave my head when? Oh boy. Have you seen me with short hair? It's not good.
Still got its teeth.
That's the ghost. Thank you for the 39 months. Undecillion. I learned a new word today. Octillion. Septillion. Sextillion. Quintillion. So it's quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion. It's Dota? Okay. Okay, because like Warlock could be like a lot of games. Reptilian. See the Senegal. Ban him. Hit him, Sam. Hit him. Okay, so Miamon. Wait. What am I? Oh, we're watching Max Tremere, who's also playing a Temple deck. He's playing Miamon's deck. Okay. I'm like, what is going on? So he's trying to decide between Ragnar, Falibor, and Priscilla. It's got to be Priscilla, right? And then, what are these options, man? He is Shawnee's pretty good. Steltkirk, Ildiko, or Henselt. Henselt can be good too. The Senegal of... Oh, why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Longships are overrated.
Longships are overrated. It's true. I prefer Quintriums. Okay, so he went with Selkirk and he boosted it. Right, because Troko doesn't run Enseus, he just creates it. He's just skilled like that. So I went with Priscilla, Shawnee, and Selkirk. Gonna play Reinforced Ballista. Pahan went with Madame Opener. So this is standard Yago, it looks like, but with Selim. Wait a second. What is this deck? It's It's got King of Beggars, Yago, Roland, Novigrad. Interesting. So, I mean, this is a lot of points per turn, right?
My lead.
Are we going to see a tempo pass? And does that force Max Tremere to play his Seltkirk? Or can he get there in 3 cards? He plays the Seltkirk, and he's going to have to play another card. I would argue that clicking the Squire there was a mistake. Yeah, he didn't need those extra 4 points since he won by 10. And he could have carried those over to round 3. We love Gwent. And Gwent loves you! Gwent loves you as well. 39 months and 140 streak. Let's go. That is next level. If Gwent loves me, why does it keep giving me blue coin? Because it wants you to play a blue coin deck. So just find a high tempo Erudite deck or something. Tough love. Just play Knights and then you'll get red coin every game.
No!
APG. I can't wait to tune in tomorrow for some Factoria. Co-Carnage is playing Factoria right now. Yeah, see, if Troko had saved the Squire click, he could have played Vandergrift with the Squire Infusion, and that would have been a lot of carryover for him. Would have been an extra 10 points. Right? So if Troko loses by 10 points or less, we'll know it's because of that click. Because he didn't do the math. King of Beggars in hand. That's actually a good thing. Means you can take your mulligan in peace. So, what does Troko need to do here? He's got Seltkirk. Sorry, he's got Anseus, rather. And Marguerite. He can't AA Ada, but he does have Pincer. He's got Kimbolt. Draws the Ada. I think it's Botchling first, right? I mean, Botchling gets juniored, but Botchling gets juniored no matter what you do. You might as well play it. Although, if you play Ada first, then Botchling gets 5 points on deploy. Yeah. Oh! Whoa, that's a mistake, right? Because you want to play Drog on the row with the most humanoids. Melee row is where that is, and Ada needs to go on the range row. So another potential mistake from Troko.
Moving, or I'll beat you bloody.
Here comes Roland. And I struggle. Yeah, that's going to get locked, right? There's no Purify in this deck. There is actually. Salamander Hideout can get a Purify. Oh, he's putting all the humans on the same row. Drog is going to transform Princess Ada. Does he not realize that? There's the Purify.
Blind bloody society.
Pearl Diver getting mad value here. Plays for 10 points. Or 4 points and 6 coins. He's going to miss that Curse Knight. Does have AA.
Sure, be glad to.
Your shield, sir.
Okay, Shawnee on the back row. I don't really know what's going on with these row placements. But this being on the board means Kimbolt has a place. I think he's kind of baiting the junior there with the Shawnee. Because there is 7 turns left for Shawnee to get one more bronze from the graveyard. Why is Roland still alive? How would you kill it? The second he drops Anseus, it gets juniored. He doesn't have Zeal, right? He needed to get a Baron from Temple or something. Big Junior quick luck. He's been trying. I think he should have just played his botchling early. Should open Ada into botchling. And then... But honestly, I think he loses this no matter what. Like, I just don't see what you do against poisons as this NR deck.
Once a bloody bastard, always a bloody bastard. Me knocking, grog.
Save it. Don't click this. Don't click it. Alright. He's gonna click it. Two poison stick out to Kimbolt. Junior still kept in hand. There's the botchling, and he gets the 7. Why? Oh, from this. So that puts it out of junior range, but of course the order can be used. Or the feat. So now we play Anseus?
I pass on every 10th round.
Airpiece is removing bodies. Making sure that Drog doesn't have more value to get. Here comes the first leader to grab Drog. Willing Oil is put back in the deck. And I don't know. This Roland is just gonna go forever. AA into Marine, maybe? And then you drop Anseus on the melee row. Oh, he just leaders into it. Okay. I suppose that's fine too.
Tomorrow we supper home.
How many salamander units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're gonna play Yago now.
Support.
I think you drop the Marine, you kill the mutant, and then later you duel the next turn. You duel the Enseus. Or maybe you just drop the Marine and don't click anything. Nope. Okay, he's gonna kill the mutant. Would have been nice if he got more points now on his Ada, but okay, he's gonna drop the Marine. He's saving the click for the Enseus. He's gonna drop Enseus melee row, boost it, and then duel this. So the play for Nerpies is actually just to play an early Salamander. Well, let's see if that's what he does. It's also fortunate for him that he has a pirate on the board that he can boost with Yago. Yeah.
The semblance.
There it is. Early lizard. This is cooked. I think Trucco was like his only win con was his opponent sequencing that incorrectly. He tried to give himself an out, but once Roland lived, it was kind of over. So Pahan actually wins that with a deck I hadn't seen before. And goes to the semifinals. So he's going to be playing against Miamon. Miamon is streaming, so you can watch that series there. We're gonna be watching Kareem versus Youngface. So we've seen Kareem's decks. Let's take a look at what Youngface has brought. Misplay really hard clicking the Marine. The first Marine? Yeah. You also shouldn't have clicked the Squire in round 1, Rocco. When you did. Before playing the Selkirk. You should have clicked it after you played the Selkirk. So that it carries over to round 2 and it carries on your Vandergrift. But yeah, once the Roland lived, you were kind of cooked. And you realized that afterwards, like the line was to play Marine, float the Marine, and then play Enseus, but it was already too late. I also think you waited too long on your watch link, but and you played Ada on the wrong row. Ada should always go range row. Okay, so Youngface has brought Masquerade Ball with Moral and Van Morlehem Cupbearer. So no Vatier this time. Instead, we got Rompali, so a bit more poison heavy. We have Vampires with Morvad and Regis, Portal, Eskel, Heatwave, and Frenzied Dow, Mastercrafted Spear. Interesting. So kind of like a control-y Vamps. Onslaught with Portal, Ulger. So Pirates with Crack and Heatwave. I like it. I'm a fan. And then finally Shield Wall with Regis Higher Vampire. Hello. You guys seen this? You guys seen this? So Sangreal, Regis, Higher Vampire, and Shield Wall. So Regis isn't like Ivor. It doesn't swap power, right? So you can give it a shield to protect it. It just drains the enemy by the amount of boost that it has. So if enemy unit is boosted by 12 and then you click it, they lose 12 and you gain 12. Because Drog always applies to the melee row because of your leader, Troko. You want your Ada and your botchling on the range row and then everything else on melee row. It wouldn't have mattered that game because what lost you the game was not being able to kill not being able to kill Gellert or whatever? Roland? Yeah. Not being able to kill Roland, thank you. But, like, he was able to poison the 17 power Revenant. He wouldn't have been able to kill an Ada. And that Ada, if it was on Ranger, would have been like 20 plus points. Old G brain moment, yeah. See if we can do an instant replay analysis while we're waiting. So, like, yeah, like this goes to 17. Because it's immune and it's only single salamander, there's no way to get rid of it. But once it becomes 17, you can drop a range row. But if that's true, your Vandergrift should have been range row as well. Why was your Vandergrift melee row? Right? Like, just like your role placement was cooked from the beginning. Like, you put, and like, I thought maybe you put Ada on the melee row as a mistake. I'm like, well, then Marguerite should go range row. If you were going to draw range row, then Marguerite should go range row. But melee row always has 2 extra, right? So that was one mistake. One key mistake, I think. Obviously, the Marine thing is the bigger one. And then here, like, you know a tempo pass is coming, right? Here you click, just making sure I'm not in game yet. You click this before playing Seltkirk. Click gives you 4 points, but you win the round by 10. But, like, you didn't need it. You didn't need these points. So if you click this at the end of this turn, then you carry the infusion for your Vandergrift. Harry and Wilson just went up 6-4 up on John Higgins. That doesn't sound like chess. That sounds like some, like, British golf shit. Who are these people? So I guess Kareem and Youngface are still deciding what to ban. Or, yeah, 7 minutes ago. Is Youngface not here, maybe? Did he disconnect? They beat Beetle 2-0. Okay, just making sure. Cool. And Kareem is here as well, right? Miyaman versus Pahan is already underway. I tried to get Sindrian to join as well. What's Miamon doing? Oh, does he have like a delay or something? Miamon pinned my message. Okay, he got his invite. He's playing his AI music. I love Miamon, but man, I can't just listen to that music for hours. I was expecting AQ. Can you say you want to? No, I know it's fun the first time, but like hours of it gets. Okay, so we got our own game. We're in the semifinals, and we are gonna watch Kareem versus the Young Face. So this is going to be a very interesting series. And the winner will play against the winner of Miamon versus Pahan. Yeah, music. Yeah. Feels Gwent food, man. Dude. So the bands were Young Face's Aristocrats got banned, and Kareem's Self-Wound Artists Battle Trance that got banned. So we might see some Igor Townsfolk action. Let's see. Okay, it's going to be Onslaught versus Toussaint Rot Tosser Helga deck. This will be interesting because Pirates have control. But will Young Face have enough experience against Rot Tosser spam to know exactly what to do? Because that's the thing about so-called cheesy decks, is they kind of warp the matchup, and you have to know to counter specific things, right? Like Double Salamander or Rot Tosser spam or Master of Puppets. Like, there's nuances to it that when you're playing those decks, you have a lot more experience in those matchups than when you're playing against those decks. You haven't played them yourself. So it's the same thing with like Cultists, for example, right? So let's see if Young Face can disarm Kareem's Rot Tosser deck. On Red Coin, Kareem can just play for carryover, I think. Against Pirates, especially. You don't really... Oh, no, never mind. He's going to open with Defender. I believe this is also a Miamon deck. I made a version of this deck that was Golden Necker, but Miamon said he tried Golden Necker and he decided non-Golden Necker is better because you really need Defender, he said. And I believe this runs Gorth or Gave. Okay. So I think Miamon had like Renew. Miamon and Imamon were playing a Renew version, from what I recall. It looks like Kareem's doing the Gorth or Gave Kanta version tactic instead, as a way to replay potentially Defender. It's just a win for Pirates? I mean, you say that. Alright, so Morkvarg is nice. Does... This is a cursed scroll in Pirates. I've never seen that. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Combat Engineer gives all the machines in your deck and in your hand and on the battlefield one extra charge. So, this is now at 3, this is now at 2. And it works on Helga as well, which is why it makes sense to run Helga in this thing.
Take for them not to stop
Young Face drops Portal. Teleport can be played on this Combat Engineer. Now, because of this on-crate Longship, Young Face is also getting some carryover on these 3 cards. But it's not, you know... I don't know. I don't know if it like justifies the or outweighs the carryover that these other cards are getting. This deck runs 2 Petrie's filters, with the idea being that like the second you play Helga or Rot Tosser, you can get value from them. Helga's value will be a bit more limited in this matchup because of all the armor the Pirates will have. Young Face is going, how can I kill every card in this man's deck? Yep. I believe there's only... Okay, there is one more teleport. But... this is where it gets tricky for Young Face. Like, does he play another card? He's already got a card coming from Portal. Okay, he's gonna get rid of the Siege Engineer so that Kareem can't play another teleport. But Holger is a commitment. It's a bigger commitment than like Gutting Slash, right?
Nice punch. Again.
So 28-0. Kareem is perfectly happy to give up the round. He got 2 charges on all his machines out of the round in terms of carryover, and he has an extra card now. No, you're not, Sam. You're gonna watch till the end. Don't even. Oh, can we do Gamba? Yeah, it's the classic Pirates problem, right? How do you bleed when your deck is so reactive? He's got some proactivity here. The other question is, do you want to bleed?
Under full service.
Comes Gortha Gavay.
2 targets. Pity I brewed enough toxin for 20.
Plays an Alchemist, which goes to 6 points. That's good for Young Face because he really wanted to play his raiding fleet in the deck and put an on-crate Longship on the board. Ooh, Buhard is like the bane of Pirates' existence, especially now that Morkvarg is gone. I don't think Young Face wants to Heatwave here. He wants to save Heatwave for Defender, right? He's also not getting much carryover right now. Okay, he's just gonna drop the boat. Interesting. This gets armor every time you play a pirate, so him and Pirate Captain would give it 1 armor. Yeah, Mastigos, you're just wrong there. Sorry, buddy. I'm with chat on this one. Okay, so Joachim into Helga. Is there coup in this deck? No coup. That's a lot of points Kareem has just popped on the board. There's coup? Where is it? Oh, it's right there. I'm blind. Okay, so you use On-Crate Raider to damage the Joachim, and you drop like the Demon Pirate Captain? No self-click? Okay. Here comes the coup.
Enough! Let us finish this. I warned you.
Yeah, but good games don't have as much diving. That's what makes them good games. Soccer is more dangerous than you'd think, as far as injuries go. Like, someone told me, like, there's more serious injuries in soccer than in rugby or something, because they're not wearing padding and stuff.
Dare start with me?
Okay, so Youngface plays Croc. I'm starting to get a little worried for him because he just doesn't have armor. And he's having to play a lot of his... Yeah, like what? What just happened? So Kareem's just like playing a teleport for negative tempo. Just because he can. There's one more Boohurt left in the deck. This side there's an Abordage. But there's also a Hjalmar, right? I mean, the thing is, Youngface could... Blood literally asking me to watch a soccer game while I'm casting a tournament. Holy shit. Literally casting a tournament for 100 people. Okay, so we see Abordage, what, into Bjorn, I guess? Put it on the left side. Nope. He board wipes. I guess he wants to leave this alive so that he can Abordage again. Yeah, it was very insane, Sam. Some teams are a joy to watch. And the highlights don't really capture the beauty of the game, I feel. Okay, so the first Rod Tosser comes down. But, like, there's no On-Crate Raider ping and there's no Croc. So... no way to counter these cow carcasses. And he fills the row so you can't put any other cards there. And then Boohurt is on a cow carcass to boost his own unit. Alright, so everything on this row is dying, which means there's 14 points on both sides. Youngface can pass here right now. Alternatively, he could drop Hjalmar and clash and get some armor on his just I don't know, man. I feel like this going on the melee row was a rope misplay. If it was on the front row, it would have been better.
None of you lights gonna get in my way.
Okay. So Youngface drops the Ostiana. He has 21 points to 5 now. There's no filter anymore. False Siri exists. False Siri with leader is enough, actually. Can this clash with a friendly? No, it's just enemy units. And it's a little unfortunate for
Fuck
Youngface
you,
that
need of garbage.
this Alchemist didn't get pinged one extra time. Because now he can't, like, ping it once and then abort.
Bow before Nilfgaard's rightful empress.
Oh, man. Kareem can just lead her now. And get ahead, right? Yeah, he's ahead. Like, this is enemy unit only. This is friendly, but 1 point won't be enough. It's going over. So now Kareem's going to have an extra card, filter, and both of these cards, like with a million charges in the next round. And all Youngface has is bronzes. This game's over. So, Mr. Troko, you were saying? Hey Fiddler, how's it going? Good to see you. The fun part of your mom is this the famous Gwent qualifiers tournament? It is, but we didn't get Rikov to sign up, so it's got a little less prestige. All we have is like Miyaman and Kareem and Quareem and Troko and Beetle and Youngface. Nerpies, and but no Rikov. No Rikov. Abordage? You can't. There wasn't enough targets. I bet for nothing. I know you lose the moment he played Terror of the Seas. Or didn't kill the Joachim. Oh my god, it's gonna be...
Let us see.
I shall flog them into submission.
Because now there's another coup on this Joachim. It is so over. I mean, I think you play the Range Corsair, but like, what are we actually doing here? What do you pronounce abordage like it's a French appetizer? I don't know. How are you supposed to pronounce it? Abordage? Abordage. I switch to the stream and I see a young Sam going like this. A young Sam with better hair. Albordage? I don't know, man. Abordage? Hey, Cheshko. Hello, Boober. Yeah, he's gonna leader and he's gonna Hjalmar it. He has to Hjalmar melee route. But like, there just aren't enough points to deal with the Rot Tosser. Tucson is always rough for pirates. But I don't think that bleed served him well. It's like Gorthrgave Joachim Ku kind of counters pirates, doesn't it? The devil wins. Irregular. How do you feel about Rot Tossers?
Fire.
Yeah, this is Giga over. The fun deck it is. Just not against me. Yeah. We can respect these Miyamoto creations and then never ever want to play against them, right? Petrie's kind of a toxic card. Kind of, but so is Inspired Zeal Leader. He's got so many. He's poisoning 1 power cards because he can. I mean, you just drop this between these two. What are we thinking about here? It's just no, put it. What? We're just throwing away 4 points like that? All right, cool, I guess. Hey, what do I?
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
Youngface just trying to wear down Kareem's stamina by staying in the game. There's mind games going on here, but we're gonna give him the point. Youngface is dead on board. He did manage to get Zeal on this though. That's something. Minus points Vilga? It was a 5-point Vilga. All right, so that's game 1. Kareem wins that. Wait, what's Kareem's Carapace deck? Oh, it's Relics. Yeah. So now it's either Relics or Igor. If I'm Youngface, I play Pirates here on Red Coin. Gwent 30 on the left, Afcon on the right. No. Afcon on the left. Gwent 30 on the right. Is LCK the league? No, that's LCS. What is LCK? World Licking Championship? Snooker Masters? You would be watching the Snooker Masters. No one gives a fuck. No, there's like 2 British people in my chat. My biggest screen is on the left? Ah, okay. Well, in that case, yes, Gwent on the left. Are they gonna just Yeah, you know, I wish I could enjoy watching League. Because I really enjoyed watching Heroes of the Storm. But like, every time I try, man, I just can't get into it. You're watching Snooker too? See? Told you there's at least 2 Brits in my chat.
A shark out of water's still got its teeth.
Yeah, Dota seems more my speed. But I don't want to invest like 2,000 hours just to learn the basics of the game. So that I can never play it and only watch it. No real sports? I mean, there's chess. That's worth watching. I'm a German. You're British at heart. You have Pokemon Toronto Regionals up? I feel like if you played Dota as a kid, then good. Like, but if you're trying to get into a game, Dota is not it. Lilith based.
You'll never take us alive.
Okay, so Kareem opted for Hidden Cache, Treasure's Townsfolk deck, and Young Face is playing Pirates. He opened with Portal, and on this side we have Hiviter on the board already with 8 coins. So Redanian pops out, and then you have a failed experiment on the board as well. But no other poisons in hand. There is a Sausage Maker. Sometimes in this deck you play Sausage Maker, then you infuse it with Treasure Huntress. But I don't think in this matchup Sausage Maker is really making it far. No, Sam. According to Mastigos, there's no injuries in soccer and you're all faking it.
I only loot corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
I don't get the joke, Nasty. Live Sport Foosball Championships? Yeah, there's a subreddit called the Ocho. It has the coolest stuff, man. There's like competitive patty cakes. Like, there's like log splitting championships and whatever it is they do. Leader charge. Okay, so we're gonna play Holger to remove Invitor, I guess? No. Just Timid Pirate Captain. We just needed the Zeal. Gonna hit the Flying Redanian, I assume. I guess there's no rush. This isn't going anywhere. And technically it's tied right now. Does Kareem pass? Does he get out of the round while he can? No. He's going to play Mutagen because he has 1 Salamander. Wait, what did he use? He used it to remove the Longship. Suppose that makes sense. This Salamander Lackey is kind of cute on the failed experiment. But maybe it's not good tempo. Young Face gets rid of the Jackal. So Demon Pirate Captain plus Gutting Slash for 6. Here comes a Treasure Huntress. And we have a click. Kareem's trying to bait out an extra leader, maybe.
I hear it's a secret family recipe.
not on any maps.
Yeah, he got the second leader from Youngface. And the Bjorn. I don't know that... Like, yeah, he won on even. I guess he's gonna bleed. It's always tricky bleeding with pirates, right? The mood of my mutuals for days to come rides on this. Might as well be disinvested temporarily. Yeah, sometimes I watch something because someone I care about is passionate about the team. Given a 7 for 4 now? Yes, but with a condition for the zeal. I guess it's always 7 for 4 if not answered. Yeah. It used to be 3 power. The council buffed it. Crack available is very, very fortunate for Youngface. Kareem responds with Novigrad. And then he's probably going to play Temple next. Candle next, if I had to guess. Yep. Overprofit's not as big a deal as you guys think. This is like 2 overprofit. Or 3. Oh, never mind. Ooh, Scribe. Play the Scribe on the back row. Tribute it.
Who spilled my ink? Confess or be damned.
Because he's going to get... Getting Scribe from Novigrad is really, really fun in this deck. And then the Redanian kind of counters Crack. So whatever you play, you try to clash. Hits the boat. Kareem is fighting to save these 3 cards. And if I'm Youngface, I don't give a damn. I literally just play Hjalmar here. Balls to the wall, I say. I suppose playing Deranged Corsair is also good. It's good points. But he needs to play now. He's roping. Yeah, he plays Holger instead.
Officials torn out. Mop up the blood slick.
Yep, double candle spend followed by a click on the Igor. Actually gets him ahead too. Okay, so Youngface is making a critical mistake of playing for points against a deck that's going to scale infinitely, I think. Because here you drop a Townsfolk, and then you click the Igor, and you get 1,000,000 points. What did I say? He should have Hjalmar'd the Igor immediately. Or Hjalmar'd this immediately. I've won so many games against Pirates players because they played like this. With this kind of deck. But we'll see. He's not out of the woods yet. There's this Hjalmar that has a lot of points. Yeah. And now both Scribes are gone, so Azar is not getting value. And that's the biggest weakness of Azar, is when you're being bled, it feels really terrible to play. He's getting 4 points from Townsfolk. But... like... Akpai has good synergy here. I think you play Terror of the Seas and wipe everything. Seems like an easy decision. Well, not everything, actually, but Kareem is in big trouble.
Do you have a loyalty discount by chance?
Inside now.
Okay, so just going for the 2-0. There's no King of Beggars in this deck, right?
Bad spells are my specialty. Allow me to show you.
And he gets it. Wins it by 5 points. So Pirates 2-0ing. It's definitely a hard matchup for Kareem's deck, but it was very close. Like, if Youngface draws even a little bit worse, like if he doesn't draw the Hjalmar there, Kareem easily gets out, and then he has scenario. Okay, so now it's 1-1. Pirates winning a game, losing a game. Toussaint won a game. Cash lost the game. He was also on blue, which I don't know. Yeah, Exclamation 30 has all of the decks. These are some very fun decks to learn and play, by the way. Like, Kareem's deck is not easy to play, but it is very satisfying when it works. So Kareem can play Relics here, right? Because I believe his Alchemy was banned. It's either Relics or Hidden Cash on red coin. So what's Youngface playing? You could be playing Shield Wall. How does this do into Relics? I don't know. I don't think it does very well. This deck is done. And I don't think Vampires beats Relics. This is banned. Yeah, it's either Shield Wall or Vampires. And Kareem is either Relics or Hidden Cash. Kareem is red coin though, so he has that going for him.
Hello.
It's a good song. You shut your mouth. Okay, so it is Relics against Shield Wall. Yeah, this is about, I think, the better matchup for Youngface. I don't think Vampires would have been good here at all, especially on blue. This is the music that blocked the place in my head when the kids blocked the toilet. The city must survive. Who flushed paper towels again? Whoever did the Gamba forgot to do the resolution, huh? Mods, come on. One day a week, I ask you to put in some work.
I pass on every 10th round.
Gamba, more like Scamba. Okay, so Young Face opens with a reinforced ballista because it's gonna help him get rid of like 6 power stuff. 7. Illig Step, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. On the other side, Kareem's gonna open with Operator into Self Eater. That's always a good open. And 1 leader charge to get it to 8. But I think if I'm Young Face, I click Boiling Oil, click, 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 and get rid of this 8 power Self Eater. You must. But then the next one probably lives. It was the cow game, yeah. Sam, I'm playing your song.
Can't see it getting any better than this.
Yeah, Rock Barrage is interesting in this. Youngface always does some quirky stuff. Oh, it's for the thinning. And tempo. Like, it's really good tempo, right? It's like 9 tempo and 1 thinning. Plus, it's like a row movement, which can sometimes be really good. You guys remember when this first came out, it would go to the right side. And then they changed it because people asked for it. But I always preferred it to go to the right side because you could play it with frigates better. This is starting to get tricky for Youngface because now you got an engine on the board. I mean, he's got engines too.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
And he's setting up the crew. What is this? 1, 3, 4, 5, 5 per turn? It's gonna be what, unicorns? No. Okay, he's just trying to keep his self-eaters alive. And because Kareem loves chat, he puts the Weavus on the back row. Even though he should really put it on the front row in this situation, in my opinion. More room for self-eaters. But the trig lift will not be disturbed.
I'll gladly help.
She loves Giga Toxic? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. So Marguerite comes down to lock the Self-Eater. He has to play a card. Right? Oh no, he already played a card. He played Marguerite. Okay, he was just roping. So now I think Kareem might have to pass. Like, yeah, he can get there by playing Wispus. Okay. And he completes the circle. But this was like a really powerful card, you know? What's he gonna... I mean, Young Face plays Temerian Drummer here, I think. And then Kareem plays Lesser Witch. Oh, Meave. He plays Meave. Okay. I guess Young Face doesn't know what's left. But you gotta know, if somebody's playing Wispus here, they don't have a lot of gas in the tank. I don't think you have to play Meave. Putting it here does play around Riptide. Wait, no, it was always safe to Riptide because it takes 10 damage. I think you always play Lesser Witch. Wait, no, if you play Lesser Witch, it plays for 7. Right? And then you have to play another card and then Meave triggers. So you have to play Unicorns or pass. And Unicorns it is. So this has 7 base power, this has 4 base power, this has 5. Not the greatest graveyard for Kareem. Young Face did a good job of stopping the Self-Eaters. But we're just going to see another Temerian Drummer come down, I think. There's no need to commit Sangreal first, because Queen Meave is triggering next turn. This boosts all units by 1. So we got 7 units here and 5 here. So that's 12 and then 2 more points from this. So 14 points coming for Young Face. And there's nothing Kareem can do to stop it. So this should be a pass. An absolute cauldron. Yeah, not even using the charges. What's Drummers even for in this deck? They can help set up Inspired, right? They're engines. And it's a musician's deck, so you tend to play a lot of 5P engines. They're also soldiers, so they give crew to frigates. Yeah, there's a Regis. That's right. Yeah, crew for frigate, because you don't have a lot of soldiers in this deck, right? Like, there's no... This is a soldier, and this... the siege supports are soldiers, but they never go to the left of the frigates. You kind of need a soldier. No Dandelion's kind of copium? No, it's wholesome.
Do not look now, my lady.
This is interesting. AA into frigate. I guess you kind of want to bleed and try to get Golden Necker or Tome out. Kind of have to. Should be another leader here. Yep. So Kareem is forced to play Necromancy to get a Self-Eater out.
The bolt softens him up, the sword finishes him up.
Young Face hoped that this would hit the Self-Eater to keep it from splitting, but it doesn't. So it's going to get split. Kane's going to come down, and then Piggy. Actually, this is 12 points. This is even more. He knows there's no removal left in Kareem's deck other than Riptide. And this prevents Riptide, so here comes Regis. He even gives it a shield. Now, Kareem has to be scared of the 2-0, so he's going to play Mata here. Because if he doesn't, then he won't get to play it next turn. The last chance he has to play meta.
They say you are what you eat.
How's this a 4-point Regis?
Hey, hiya, is it-
Well, in this matchup, maybe. But without it, Sangreal isn't 12 points. I guess Sangreal on Griffin Witcher was fine too. So is mana gonna be enough?
Move those hooves! We'll both be ham!
It's not. Yeah, he ends up 2-0ing Kareem.
You will never forget.
GG. I did say Kareem needs to play meta. Like when you see the Regis, you have to know the last card Sangreal. I think that's a big misplay by Kareem. Yeah. Okay, so Kareem is out of the tournament. It's going to be Miamon versus Youngface in the finals. Miamon beat Pawn 2-1. Miamon versus Watchcraft. That's only happened twice in this tournament, and we're tied 1-1. I won a series once, he won a series another time. And I'm just gonna retire with that record. So actually, no, that's just his stream title. He like that was his title yesterday when he was playing the other open. Okay. So the finals have begun. Miamon versus Youngface. So Youngface has brought Vampires with Frenzied Dow, Regis, Portal, Escol, Heatwave, and Morva. Also Tempest. I think this is going to be his weakest deck, but we'll see. It might be good into what Miamon's running. He's got this Shield Wall deck with Regis and Secret Service that we just saw. Oops. And he's got this Aristocrats deck with Admiral Rompali, Moral, and Van Morhem Cupbearer. He's also got Pirates. I forgot to pull that out. This is his Pirates deck with Justiana, Krakon Crate, Morkvar, Geatwave, Yalmar. And then Miamon has brought Off the Books with Savola and Acarontia. With some poisons and morels as well. Sesames, etc. This is his Drog Temple deck with Adastriga and Botchling. This is Master of Puppets Golden Necker with Asire and Alyssa. And finally, Warriors with 1 Seagull and 2 Abordage. Welcome back, Sam. How are your nerves? The players are currently deciding what to ban. And this is a best of 5. So every player will have to win with each of their decks. Thanks, Mario. Just ban NG, all is good. So Youngface lost to Raw Tosser deck with his Pirates. There was also a Tucson deck. He might ban NG. I think Aristocrats probably counter off the books. They probably counter Insert Drog, but maybe not. I mean, at the very least, I don't think Miyamon's expecting like Regis and Shield Wall, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can grab a quick snack. I'll be right back. And we're back. Players have 4 minutes to finish their bans. Let me go spy on Miyamon. Well, you got a penalty, Sam? Holy shit. Rats. It's like minute 100. Jesus. Wait, what? Did they already VAR? And it was confirmed? Okay. Crazy. Okay, so Young Face, both players banned Nilfgaard. Aristocrats and Master Puppets were banned. Miamon is Blue Corn. Will we see Temple Drog? Will we see Off the Books Fights? Or will we see Warriors? Youngface got 3 red coins, so he probably wants to get vampires through. Because I think that's his weakest deck. So that's what I would play. We'll have to see. Red football? Yeah. I don't watch as much these days, but I did more when I was younger. Just let him kick the ball, man. What is this?
You just picked a fight with the wrong kind of Skelliger.
Yeah, you've been gifted a championship on a silver platter. You better not miss it. I would not want to be the person taking this. Because, like, if you score, it's like, okay, good job, you scored. If you miss, everyone will hate you forever. Like, literally, your family will not want to be seen with you. Wait, no, seriously? They're protesting? What? I have never heard of this. In a finals? Jesus. You know, but... So was it a foul or no? I only saw like one replay of it. We're gonna after this finals we're gonna analyze. It's not a goal. It's still 0-0. It doesn't matter. If they walked out after like not saving the penalty, then they'd have even less of a leg to stand on. But this I've never heard of a national team doing this. All right, so Miamon opened with Sesame. Youngface played Demon Pirate Captain. Miamon answered with the Bare Knuckle Brawler. This is probably going to be a raiding fleet. This Brawler is kind of smurfing right now. You know what this deck needs? It needs some Pharaoh Bonds. Because, like, what Miamon's going to do is just click the Tiger's Eye. And finish this off. Then play like an Eventide or something. Or maybe another Sesame? I don't know. Yeah, another Sesame. I'm gonna play another Sesame because that's gonna get this to 5. Deny 1 armor carrier with Youngface, and now he has a 6 and a 5 Sesame in his graveyard. Mulliganing Gutting Slash was a mistake? Yeah, maybe. The fuck is happening, Sam? Yeah, seriously, Sam. Semi's at 5 and 4. Miyaman drops the Novigrad. Okay. It also kind of denies the abordage. Youngface is in a bit of a pickle. Like, how does he... Like, he can't play a Demon Pirate Captain because... Also, unacceptable. I'm excited to hear you're going to be playing in the tournament next week. You seem to have all the right lines. I look forward to seeing it. Full Tilt owes me a participation too. He said he might join last week and then he didn't. That's basically a... Oh god, yeah, Youngface doesn't know what to play. At least he has armor on this now. One brawler versus the entire Skellige fleet. Who wins? Oh my god. Like, what do you do here? Opponent has like literally 1 point on the board and you can't out-tempo him. Okay, finally he just kills it. I mean, at that point, yeah, I guess because another crime could have been played.
They've so damn much. Anyone teach them to share?
Do they still have to take the penalty? What, against like no goalie, or it's over? They forfeit, right? Just by leaving the field, they forfeit. You're not allowed to just walk off the field and come back. The fuck? The give me so I can watch the Patriots. So Mia dropped the urchin and just didn't spend. Oh, and he goes to 9 coins, so he passes. And now Youngface has to play another card. Bro, just Heatwave the Novigrad. Just Heatwave the Novigrad. Wait, no, that won't work. Because this will come back. Oh my god. Oh, Miyaman, why are you doing this? Oh. He waved the boat? Yeah, I guess he waved the boat, but god damn. This is so terrible. That was just dirty. Dirty round one blue coin play from Miyaman. Just making pirates weep. Viva Maghreb. I guess there's no reason to Heatwave the Novigrad if you're not planning to push.
One, go!
I'm sure if FIFA or whatever the African Federation is, we'll give him a fine or something. Suspension. No, because they were losing anyway. Like, this is unsportsmanlike conduct. You don't just walk out from a finals because you don't like a ref call. That's yeah. This isn't what? That's crazy. Sorry, YouTube chat. This is probably all uninteresting to you, but it's happening live right now, literally. Okay, so Miyamoto opens with a failed experiment. This means that if Youngface opens Crack, Miyamoto in theory has an answer to it, and we know he doesn't have this deck or Junior, so probably has to save bank for Junior, but maybe Crack is worth killing. Miyamoto plays 2 Brawlers? I did not know that. Because these guys are 5 provisions now.
Inside now.
Only 1 guard and then two Brawlers. Youngface plays a portal. It's kind of interesting. This candle should be heat waved, in my opinion. Yeah, there it is. There's that heat wave. Because otherwise, like, you're never getting armor. Like, you just never. Junior. Okay. So now we know Miyamoto doesn't have another poison except from like maybe Shady Vendor. Sesames are at 5 and 4. He's got 4 leader charges, so this is guaranteed. But no candle to boost the Acherontia is a big deal. So Acherontia won't really get any value, I don't think. Unless somehow this card survives. Or a spender. Like, these are the 2 spenders, right? And King of Beggars. And this portal is going to protect the long ship from the brawler. Now, Mia could go for the high roll, like try to get 2 pings on the long ship. and then Junior it, but that's a 1 in 4 chance.
That hurts.
Good. We're starting to fight.
Yeah, so Miyamoto did not get lucky. He's gonna lead her again. Yeah. Gets rid of the boat. Okay, this is Young's chance to play Crack on Trade, I think. He should leader the bare knuckle brawler and play Crack. Plays Hjalmar. Oh, he was really scared of the poison, but we know Miyamoto doesn't have the second poison, but Youngface doesn't know that. He missed a penalty. Struggled to understand playing Acherontia without defender. It's a lot of provisions. So the way that you play it is you make sure you have a spender on the board first, and then you drop the boat, and in the same turn that you play it, you get value out of it. In this situation, that didn't happen. So Youngface is going to play Terror of the Seas and kill that Carontia here. There's literally no other good play, in my opinion. That was done. Leader plus Raider? Is it Bloodthirst 2?
How about this one?
Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, it's Bloodthirst 3. Another Sesame, that's interesting. But it gets me on to 9 coins. He still has Morels and he has Savola. So now comes Crack Concrete. But now Miamon has the coins to just answer it. And he knows Hjalmar is gone, so I think this is an easy Morels. Oh, leader on the junior. Okay. Not sure I understand that leader.
Nothing turns my guts more than a filthy mage.
It's not like Miamon had something that would do 6 damage. Don't understand the Gutting Slash either. Oh, he's preventing the guard from being able to have 2 targets to. But Miamon's just going to drop Savola. Miamon wins. It's over. Like, there's not enough points here to.
You will not stand in the way of my master's plans. I won't let you.
Raid, we fight, we plunder. Full service. Hold now! We must negotiate.
Didn't even get the last Sesame, and he doesn't need it. Just 2 Sesames was more than enough with 1 Oxford guard. Alright, so Miamon wins the first game. Gets us off the books through. Lost to 1 punchy boy. Kind of. If that Gutting Slash hadn't been Mulligan, this match might have gone differently. I think this off the books deck, playing against the non-scenario pirates, always does well. You think off the books was hardest to get through? Really? I feel like that deck is. Like, the way you lose with it is if you lose on even in round 1 and then somehow opponent forces your Savola or your King of Beggars in round 2. But as long as you have Savola and King of Beggars for round 3, like, Acherontia doesn't have to do anything. They both rejected NG, the cancer of the game. Yeah, but that's not why. It's not that simple, right? It depends on your lineup and what NG deck it is, etc. They didn't just go, oh, I hate Nilfgaard. That's not what happened. That might be what you do. We got a new Gambo? Nice, nice, nice. Place your bets, guys. You got like 30 seconds. Sam, you literally not watching the rest of it? I'm kind of invested now. I want to know what happened. Don't look. Oh no, they did Senegal score? How do they not get like 16 yellow cards for that stuff? You can't hold up the game for 6 minutes. Oh lord. They got 4 yellow cards. Man, this is such a terrible, like... Moroccans must be so pissed. Alright, so Temple for Miyaman. He gets Meraxis, Gerhardt, and Merak. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is like world champion levels of skill right there. What is this? What is this? Yeah, let's stop. Bloodbath in the finals. And it's against pirates too. Okay, next game. What's Miyaman gonna queue next game? Still the best card in the game at 17. I mean, with these rolls, yeah. Because that's 12, that's 11, that's 12, or there's 33 provisions and 28 points of carryover. Like, what do you mean? Of course, it's the best card in the game at 17. There's our 28 points of carryover right there. I mean, it's a 28-point card. It's 18 points of carryover, but still, or 20 points of carryover. My bad. They're hard used for just the pact usually, but it's like 13 points in one card. It's usually either packed. In alumni, it's used for PMP, but in most decks, or in a normal deck, it would be used for packed or artifact compression. You could let it go to 9 and Yenvo something, but I've never seen that.
No, damn it!
I haven't seen that recently, not since Gwentfinity.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I think last time I saw someone play Yenvo from Gerhardt, Trinet was still streaming.
Every 10th round.
You get a rune word? Yeah, I guess. It's like a Jotun that you can't tall punish. And it's, you know, free in this case. I think this Pirates deck is going to be the deck that Youngface struggles with the most. Because I think the problem is he doesn't have a great long round. So he's forced into bleeding, and then when you're bleeding with Pirates, which is a reactive deck, you're just not having a good time, you know? Because, like, you want to play abordage, but your opponent's At least what Miyamon's doing is he's never giving a good abordage. Like last game he just kept his brawler at 1 power and he had a Furco on the board, so Young Fist could never play an abordage. It was just painful. You can't even transform that with a Curse Knight to get rid of the infusion. Gonna play AA instead. Probably Ronvid. Yeah, he's just gonna get carryover.
Blood alone can my mate's honor besmirch.
You can't abordage this either because it has or get armor from it because it's 1 base power. Centrian, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. It's the finals. Miyamon has won the first game of the series. Sometimes the YouTube chat refreshes 2 hours later. I don't know why. Welcome in, everyone. I look like Crack on Crate. Thank you. It is modeled after my physique. So speaking of Crack on Crate, it gets locked by Marguerite. Well, never heard of one. What do you do? He just doesn't have proactivity to bleed with. I think he should just pass. But then... Okay, he's going to play Bjorn. Oh no, he just played Abordage without anything. Is that what happened? He just played Abordage? For 2 damage? I hate pirates, but I like you. Thank you.
My liege.
I mean, look at what Miyamon's packing. There just isn't enough points here to deal with it. You're getting some carryover, right? But this Justiana is needed to answer Ada. This is needed to answer Lubberkin. This is for Kimbolt, I guess. This is for Anseus. So you literally can't play anything else. So all Miyamon needs right now is to play a 9-pointer, and he's out. So he can drop like a Squire. Yeah, that's what he does.
Your shield, sir.
And then next turn he'll click it and drop the Vandergrift and have a 12-point carryover or whatever. But we do see Abordage come down. Get rid of the Squire. He would have loved to get more value out of his armor, but Kraka's locked and he needed to get the Squire killed. This is good. drawing the Demon Pirate Captain is really good for Young Face because that's a card he can play. But it is very low tempo. So we'll see.
Long live it.
For me, Bilberry's honor!
Will Young Face pass now? Or will he play the Demon Pirate Captain? That's the question. Because Miyamon's at 9 points. 10 points.
Won't pay us in gold, pay us in blood.
Okay, we see the Demon Pirate Captain. It's going to trade for a good card. But it's probably just Vandergrift. Wait a second. Is Miyamon going to have to leader here? And get like a Karak Marine or something? Because I don't think he wants to play Drog. I don't think he wants to play Anseus yet. I don't think he wants to play Ada. And Kimbolt gets no value. Is that bleeding himself? He kind of can't take the long route against this NR deck, though. So Mia does drop the Kimbolt. Are there any 7s in the deck? Yeah. Drog, click, will pull out. Wait, how does that work? If you drog on the melee row, you don't get the Kimbolt proc, right? So Young Face is still playing. Interesting. This is becoming a self-bleed. Oh, he barely missed killing this by 1. Missed killing this too, so he has to leader it. Click, 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 click. Young Face needs to keep last say or he will lose the game. He needs last say for Anseus.
What has that witch
From Vandegrift. It's going to get pinged in Hjalmard, I think. He's probably thinking about Anseus value on his Hjalmar. So he might want to get it armor. I think that first. That might have been better. But I guess not, because 14 always one-shots him. This is 24 points, so it puts it at 29. Plus 5, be 34. Does Miyawad have to play Drog now? I think so. I think he has to play Drog. And then when Young Face passes, he has to play Anseus.
Tomorrow we sup at home.
What if Young Face just heat waves a Drog and then pings one of these guys down? That would be 8 points. Can he 2-0 here? Surely not, because Miyamoto can always just grab Varaxis from leader. He doesn't have to play Ada. But maybe getting the Varaxis out is worth it. I mean, Miman gets ahead by playing Ada, but I think he wants to keep Ada. Yeah, he wants to play like anything else. Maybe a Cursed Knight or something. You think NGS can ever be competitive? It's played in this tournament. It's one of the decks Young Face brought. It just has... on ladder, you just have some good and bad matchups. Coins. It got banned, Phantasma. Every every round, everybody banned it against Young Face. So we didn't actually get to see it. But it was played in previous weeks. Ooh. Okay, so Young Face forfeits. I mean, he had a chance. No, not really. Not against Gerhardt. Karathi wasn't really necessary. Karathi played for 8 points. And would Miyaman have been able to get out with only playing 1 card if he hadn't played the Heatwave? Some big toe bean transactions happen. Okay, so now it's 2-0 for Miyaman. But Mia has to play Warriors now. For the next 3 games, if it goes that long. So Young Face has Blood-Scent Vampires, Onslaught Pirates, and Shield Wall to choose from. He's on red coin. This is Miyamon's... excuse me. This is Miyamon's Warriors deck. So it's got Drake Bondu. It's got 1 Feral Bond, 2 Abordage, 1 Freya's. There's a Herald, there's a Sfukusia, there's a Tyr. And of course, Blood Eagle, Bran, Champion's Charge. And this is the Masquerade Ball deck the Miyamon banned. Could this beat Warriors on even from red? Right, I think. Yeah. It's Pirates again. So Young Face felt like Pirates is his weakest deck. He wants to play it from red coin, and if he can't win with this game, there's no point playing the rest of the series. So usually in like Warrior mirrors, red coin is much better, but I don't know how it would go Warriors versus Pirates. So here comes Drake Bondu. Immediately getting value on this against this invader. I don't know. This Pirates just feels a little underwhelming to me because, like, he can't even answer a 5. Right? Like, you're a control deck and you can't remove, like, a 5. You can now with Gutting Slash, but it's... It just feels so cope. Like, if he wants to abordage here, he has to abordage this, and then play Corsair, and then leader it. Or Corsair on this, and then leader, and hope it dies to, like, one of the... It just feels so... I don't know. I think if I were to play Pirates, I would want to play the scenario. To at least have a good long round. This Drake Vondu is getting another... Like, yes, you're going to heat wave this, maybe, if you have last say, so maybe you don't care about the invader. But you also need to be able to answer tier. That means you have to save a leader charge plus Bjorn to answer tier. But, like, what else are you going to Gutting Slash, you know? Maybe it was just Gutting Slash there. Whereas in Miyamon's deck, because he has Parasailing Fury, he can just create his own Abordage or Feral Bond. Okay. He just gave himself Bloodthirst 2 and got rid of the boat. He really doesn't want Young Face to get carryover. He's doing everything he can to limit the amount of carryover Young Face gets. Chris is going to play Abordage. Demon Pirate Captain? No, he's going to play Bjorn to answer the 4. Okay, so how does he answer tier now? Hjalmar? Hjalmar will be his answer to tier. Miamon responds by playing Blood Eagle on the Bjorn into another Highland Warlord. He hasn't even clicked the stratagem yet because he's okay. He's got a 9-power invader in the graveyard that he could Freya's if he needs to. Also has a War of Clans. Young Face needs to win on even, I think, to have a chance.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Okay, so Miamon Freya's a Highland Warlord, just going for the Omega carryover. He says, I don't even care if I lose on even. It's also interesting how long he's waiting on this mask. He doesn't want to give, like, armor targets to Young Face. Okay. Young Face gets 2 armor that turn. Rockvar Warrior is gone into the graveyard. Feral Bond. It's gonna be Berserker. No? Marauder.
Ariel's been chosen. Will God speak to him?
I guess Berserker would give 1 more armor to Young Face, and he didn't want that. Decree. Okay. This is again more carryover for Young Face. He wants to damage these cards.
Fire.
Okay, he uses a leader charge. That will get him ahead. Mia can play a War of Clans. That would be 9 points, and he's losing. I don't know. He might not get ahead. Is the issue. Do you play it front to try and reduce the chances of this getting pinged? The Skellige Wolves have dodged 3 pings so far. But at least now this has Bloodthirst.
Me or me.
Bran actually pays for 10 points, which is kind of significant. Oh, what? No, what are we doing? Wasted 2 points there. This was enough, wasn't it? Plus it had Zeal, now it doesn't. I guess... No, yeah, we were denying abordage either way. I don't like that Justiana play. Mamiya can't really play abordage anymore. So... He'll probably just pass here, take the loss uneven. No, he's gonna full leader. Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. Guess last say is really important.
Worry not. We'll tend to your ankle biters too.
Does Youngface even have reach? This is 7. And then this is 10, 17. He does, but he didn't want to play it. So he used 1 leader, Justiana, and Holger, Bjorn. And he got a leader out of his opponent. Like full leader. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Mia could tell. Yeah, I felt like Pirate Captain was the better option. Only bring 1 deck? No, but usually in a in Conquest, and like you play your weakest deck until it gets through. Like whatever deck you think is the weakest in the lineup, because you want to give it as many chances as possible. And he felt like this was going to be his hardest deck to get through, so he wanted to give it 3 chances. No answer to tier. Yeah. Because no Hjalmar. Decree was already played. This is going to be a War of Clans, right?
I'll gut you like
Yep.
fishes.
No Heat Wave either. No Heat Wave, no Hjalmar. That's a little unlucky for...
Will you die already? Or need I kill you again?
Boys, I think this is it. You have to play Portal now. What are we doing? Oh, he's gonna leader and click to get rid of the tier. But it's, I mean, you know this is Blood Eagle, and you know this is what came out. So you know there's no point killing the tier now. Or you should. Like, none of these cards is Fukusia, so...
Come on. Show us what you
But I think at this point, Youngface might be a little tired. Having to play Miamon after playing Kareem can't be easy.
What's this on one?
Oh, Blood Eagle can bring Harold. Actually, yeah, you made a good point. My bad. I forgot about Harold at all, completely. No death blow? There was a death blow. Oh. Well, there wasn't if he played like this, but the problem was, yeah, he couldn't play Portal. Portal would enable Herald. God, he has to go down too. Wait, did he have to?
Let's punch it again.
Did Youngface have a pass there? Ooh, yeah, he's tired. Yeah, it was 19-24 and he had 7 points coming. It was 50-50. Oh. Yeah, because this Berserker was only 5 points and he was down 5.
Kill the sons, steal the lassie.
I think it's still correct to take the 50-50. Because this is a 0% chance of winning.
Lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead.
Mother.
Hjalmar playing for 10 points. Alright. Well, Miamon wins the finals 3-0. Good effort by Youngface. Tough having that Pirates deck into this lineup, I think. I'm not sure there was a better result possible. But Miamon definitely played it really well. And just kind of completely neutered Youngface's Pirates deck at every moment. It was definitely a pleasure to watch. Also, we got to see Quareem play. We got to see Kareem play. Honestly, I wanted to watch every single one of these games, and I'm sad I didn't get to. But I really appreciate everyone who participates in these tournaments. You guys are the best, and it's a privilege to be able to cast your games. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to the raids. And I'm going to end the YouTube stream here. Please like and subscribe.